The 1970s were a transformative decade for motorcycles, a time when Japanese manufacturers revolutionized the industry. In just a few years, brands like Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Suzuki went from being challengers to global leaders. They didn't just compete, they changed the game entirely. This is the story of how 1970s Japanese motorcycles became legendary, blending timeless design, groundbreaking innovation, and unmatched reliability to leave an indelible mark on the motorcycling world. To understand the seismic shift of the 1970s, we need to look at the motorcycle scene that came before it. During the 1950s and 1960s, European brands like Triumph, Norton, and Moto Guzzi dominated the industry. Their bikes were stylish and fast, but they were also notoriously temperamental. Oil leaks, electrical problems, and constant maintenance were part and parcel of owning one of these machines. Similarly, American manufacturers like Harley-Davidson were known for their big, heavy cruisers, iconic but hardly innovative. Japanese motorcycles, by contrast, were considered small and unremarkable, designed more for commuting than high-speed thrills. But Japanese manufacturers had bigger ambitions. They saw an opportunity to redefine what motorcycles could be, machines that were powerful, stylish, and, most importantly, dependable. The 1970s became the proving ground for this vision. The revolution began in 1969 when Honda released the CB750. Often called the world's first superbike. While technically introduced at the tail end of the 1960s, it was the 1970s that cemented its legacy. The CB750 featured a powerful 736cc inline-4 engine, setting a new standard for performance. It was fast, smooth, and reliable, qualities that riders had rarely found together in one package. What made the truly revolutionary were its advanced features. It was the first production motorcycle to include a front disc brake, providing far superior stopping power compared to the drum brakes of its competitors. It also had an electric starter, which eliminated the hassle of kickstarting. These features made the CB750 not only fast but also practical, a bike you could use every day without worry. But the CB750 wasn't just a technical marvel, it was a marketing triumph too. Priced at $1,495 when it launched, it was affordable for the average rider, democratizing high-performance motorcycling. Riders flocked to Honda dealerships, and the CB750 became an instant hit. It set the tone for the entire decade, proving that Japanese manufacturers could build motorcycles that outperformed their European and American rivals while being more affordable and reliable. While Honda was leading the charge with the CB750, Yamaha focused on two key areas: high-performance two-stroke bikes and reliable four-stroke machines. This dual strategy resulted in two of the most iconic motorcycles of the 1970s, the RD350 and the XS650. The Yamaha RD350 was a lightweight two-stroke rocket, beloved for its raw speed and nimble handling. Its 347cc engine delivered thrilling performance, making it a favorite among young riders and weekend racers. The RD350 wasn't just fast, it was also reliable and affordable, making high-performance motorcycling accessible to a new generation. At the same time, Yamaha's XS650 catered to riders who wanted a more classic experience. With its 654cc parallel twin engine, the XS650 was Yamaha's answer to British motorcycles like the Triumph Bonneville. It offered the same vintage charm, but with the added bonus of Japanese reliability. Riders loved its smooth power delivery and elegant design, which made it both a pleasure to ride and a joy to look at. Kawasaki entered the 1970s determined to make a statement, and they delivered in 1972 with the launch of the Kawasaki Z1. Powered by a 903cc inline-4 engine, the Z1 was the most powerful motorcycle of its time. It wasn't just fast, it was blisteringly fast, capable of reaching speeds over 130 miles per hour. The Z1's performance earned it the title King of Motorcycles. But the Z1 wasn't just about speed. Kawasaki engineered it to be incredibly durable, ensuring that it could handle its immense power without compromising reliability. The bike's robust construction and straightforward mechanics made it a favorite among riders who wanted high performance without the headaches of constant maintenance. The Z1's bold design also turned heads. Its quad exhaust pipes and aggressive stance made it look as fast as it was. For riders who wanted the ultimate motorcycle of the 1970s, the Kawasaki Z1 was the clear choice. It set a new benchmark for superbikes and solidified Kawasaki's reputation as a leader in high-performance engineering. Suzuki's contribution to the 1970s motorcycle revolution came in the form of the GT750, affectionately nicknamed the Water Buffalo. Introduced in 1971, the GT750 was the first mass-produced liquid-cooled motorcycle. Its 739cc two-stroke triple engine was smooth, powerful, and innovative, making it a standout in the crowded touring market. The GT750's liquid cooling system was a game-changer. It allowed the engine to run more efficiently, even during long rides or in hot weather. Riders appreciated the bike's comfort and stability, which made it ideal for long-distance touring. The GT750 wasn't just a technological marvel, it was also dependable. Its reliability earned it a loyal following, and many riders still use these bikes today. One of the defining characteristics of 1970s Japanese motorcycles was their reliability. In an era when Western bikes were notorious for mechanical issues, Japanese manufacturers focused on building machines that lasted. They used advanced production techniques, rigorous quality control, and precision engineering to create motorcycles that could handle years of regular use. This reliability wasn't just a technical achievement, it was a marketing triumph. Riders quickly realized that Japanese motorcycles offered better performance with fewer headaches. For many, it was an easy decision to choose a Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, or Suzuki over a British or American bike. The Japanese manufacturers didn't just sell motorcycles, they sold peace of mind. Another key development of the 1970s was the shift from two-stroke to four-stroke engines, particularly in larger displacement motorcycles. Two-stroke engines were lightweight and powerful, but they weren't as durable or fuel-efficient as their four-stroke counterparts. Japanese manufacturers recognized the potential of four-stroke technology and invested heavily in its development. Honda led the way with the CB series, while Kawasaki's Z1, Suzuki's GS750, and Yamaha's XS650 followed suit. These bikes delivered smoother power, better fuel economy, and longer lifespans, setting the stage for the motorcycles of the future. By the end of the decade, four-stroke engines had become the standard for performance motorcycles. The 1970s were the decade when Japanese motorcycles conquered the world. Their combination of performance, reliability, and affordability made them a global phenomenon. Riders in the United States, Europe, and beyond embraced Japanese bikes, and the industry's balance of power shifted dramatically. This success wasn't just about engineering, it was also about accessibility. Japanese motorcycles were affordable, allowing more people than ever to experience the joy of riding. They democratized motorcycling, turning it from a niche hobby into a mainstream activity. The influence of 1970s Japanese motorcycles extended far beyond the industry. These bikes helped shape the culture of motorcycling itself. They inspired new subcultures, from cafe racers to touring enthusiasts, and fueled the growth of motorcycling communities around the world. Japanese motorcycles also became icons of popular culture. Whether it was the Kawasaki Z1 featured in action movies or the Honda CB750 as a staple of customization, these bikes left an indelible mark on the public imagination. They weren't just machines, they were symbols of freedom, speed, and innovation. Today, the motorcycles of the 1970s remain some of the most celebrated machines in history. Bikes like the Honda CB750, Kawasaki Z1, Yamaha XS650, and Suzuki GT750 are cherished by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Their timeless designs and groundbreaking features continue to inspire riders and manufacturers. But their legacy goes beyond nostalgia. The innovations of the 1970s laid the foundation for modern motorcycling. The focus on performance, reliability, and accessibility that defined this era continues to shape the industry today. The story of 1970s Japanese motorcycles is more than just a tale of engineering. It's a story of how a group of bold innovators changed the world. They didn't just make motorcycles, they created a revolution, and their impact is still felt every time we turn the key and hear that engine roar to life.